Hey guys, how are you guys today? I got dinner. I got, I got, I got, I got dinner. Dinner. Wait, what song is this? Is it Living in the City? Oh, I like this. Transparency. Oh, this is transparency. Yeah, what's up, guys? I got food. I'm about to eat it. Yeah. Um, I want to talk about some stuff. I think it's pretty cool developing this relationship with like my fans. Opening up about like some things I've been through and just talking about what's that? Talking about some things that interest me and just talking about myself and stuff like that. I'm not used to talking about myself, so it's kind of weird. The only time I really talk about myself is um when I like write songs and stuff like that. Besides that, I don't really ever talk about me. I always talk about other people, so it's unique. But something that like I don't want to repeat the cycles of my childhood, where like I feel like I was surrounded by people who are supposed to be loving me or know me or whatever, but they don't know anything about me at all. So being able to just put this stuff out there so people can know who I am off the bat, and that will just make me feel really good. Just being surrounded by people who know me, even like you know, I'm so used to people just not knowing anything about me. I feel like it'll just make me happy just coming across people I don't even know that just know me, and just breaks the ice. Like they try to, because like I'm a really friendly person, and I like to just have conversations with people and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of us are really like reserved and like introverted and stuff like that um because of the things we've been through or our own characteristics or whatever. And I feel like sometimes it can be hard to express these things when you're surrounded by people who don't acknowledge it, or they just make it seem like you're bad for that or whatever. So just putting some stuff about me online, and then people who can just resonate and they can just come to me and just feel really comfortable around me, that just makes me happy. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. Cause like my relationship with my fans, like I view them as an extended family, and I take it as my responsibility to raise my own fans. Like, I really like to guide people and guide them in the right direction and everything like that. And I try my best to be, since I'm so disciplined, I try my best to be the best version of myself and carry myself a certain way. I don't ever tell people to do something that I'm not doing. Like, I'm not a hypocrite like that. So anything I tell people, I can only tell them that if I'm doing that as well. You know, you gotta lead by example. Yeah, I know there's not much guidance out here, so I don't resonate with everyone, but I'm a really honest person, so I can at least help the people who can resonate with me. So I think that's pretty awesome. Because honestly, as great as you guys could think I am and everything like that, I'm a normal person. You know, I had an upbringing that wasn't ideal. I like normal stuff. I'm more, I'm drawn to stuff that like makes me happy and that like that appeals to me more than like the luxury stuff. I'm not really all into that stuff unless it's something that piques my interest. You know, that speaks to like my character or whatever. But I'm not really all that drawn to that kind of stuff. I'm normal. I'm messy. Look at my room. I'm really messy. Um, I fuck up a lot. um, yeah, I'm just me, and I just like being me, and I like being surrounded by people who like to be themselves as well. It makes me feel comfortable because this is nice being. Because I like being around people, but I like being around people if like I feel like I have to not be myself. Like I don't like not being myself. So I like being alone because I get to just be me. But like when I'm around like some other people, like I have to like put on this character. Like sometimes it feels like I'm acting. Like sometimes it feels like I'm not really me. Like even like with family, like sometimes it feels like I have to like pretend to be someone that I'm not. Like a nickname I have from family is like Mari. Sometimes like I feel like I don't. Sometimes I don't like being called Mari. It depends on the certain person, but like sometimes I don't like it when people call me Mari because whenever someone calls me Mari, I feel like that's kind of like I kind of like associate like every nickname someone gives me with like a person, a persona, like a certain aspect of myself, right? So like with like Mori is like my stage presence, like my music career and everything like that, right? But like when people call me Mari, like I think of like the pushover version of myself, the ass kisser, like the people pleaser and the person who's just like really like a puppet. Like I view Mari as like the puppet, and I don't really like it. Sometimes I get upset um with that, but I don't know. Like I just see it's weird talking about stuff 'cause I don't ever talk like about like stuff like this. So it's interesting. It's like weirding it all, but yeah, it's just really interesting. But yeah, I'm a very complex person, and I'm very talented. Like I'm very like I just really love knowledge. So like, and I love challenges. I like growing. I like challenges. I like learning. Um, and I'm very a realistic person. So like, I'm able to see things for how they are. So like, I see the planet for what it is, right? I see the current era that this planet is in, that we're in, that we're living in for what it is. So like, I see that um a lot of us don't really have the right guidance. We don't really know how our human bodies work. We don't really know about our souls. We don't really know what's the right thing to do for our highest good. All these different kinds of things. We don't really know. We only like utilize maybe like I don't even think 5% of our human body like potential. I really strongly believe that. Like I don't really like look at the way how life is. People are dying prematurely. All these diseases shouldn't be prominent like the way how it is. Is prominent the word? I think it is. But it's my vocabulary is like screwed right now because I don't talk enough anymore, and I haven't been around people in like 3 years. And no, I'm not crazy. I actually feel way more sane being by myself. Because I'm not around people who's trying to like control me and make me do things that make me uncomfortable. But my mind keeps going blank. Well, yeah, talking about like human potential. Yeah, I really feel like humans haven't really even seen like not even 5% of their potential. There's so much humans can do. A lot of us don't know. A lot of us like get sick really easily and everything like that, and that stems from like your mood, chakras not being in balance, being in line. You're not living a lifestyle that's ideal for you. You're not living your soul's purpose. Um, being exposed to all these toxins, all these things that aren't good for you, and not being able to be the kid version of yourself, you know, rushing to be an adult, all this stress all around you. It's not good for you. It can kill you. And also another thing too is a lot of people are pessimistic and focus on dying. When you do that, it can instigate your death, and your body starts declining, your health starts declining, and then you're like, oh, I'm so old. I'm 20 years old, but I'm so old. I'm 30 years old. I'm so old. You're going to like end up manifesting that. Like people don't really realize the power that they have, and it's scary. And, like something that I like to do is look at like a lot of music artists that were powerful and look at the way how they lived their lives, and a lot of them destroy themselves unintentionally. They just didn't realize because they didn't have the guidance, and they're powerful. They were using their souls to destroy themselves, and they didn't realize it. Like a lot of artists did that shit. Like I was listening to Pac the other day, and I'm like, damn, bro. I was listening to Ambitions as a Riot. I'm like, dude, that song literally just depicted his entire the day he died. Like it literally depicted it. Like if you listen to the lyrics and even like the didn't he see like Mike Tyson that night? Like a Mike Tyson fight? Like he had a Mike Tyson reference, and there was like get let's get ready to rumble thing, like boxing stuff. There was a lot of weird shit. He literally depicted his soul depicted him dying. And that's something that like I'm pretty positive he was a psychic. He may not have realized it or not, but he was definitely like princely. I believe he was a prince. So me, when I believe someone's like a prince or like a princess or whatever, it's not about like royalty or like tyranny or like status or anything like that. To me, what makes someone a prince or a princess, you start as a prince or a princess. It's someone who has a pure heart and a pure soul, right? Someone who's pure in nature. That's what a prince or a princess is. Someone who's pure. It's not about where your family heritage or anything like that. It can be. That can be an aspect of it, but really like what anyone can become that. Like not just anyone, but like those who are pure in nature. If you're pure, then you probably are one. You can just tell. People can pick up on it. And you're usually really psychic and stuff like that. But yeah, dude was really psychic. I think because he seemed like he was really fixated on dying. Because he just walked down this path of just like he just couldn't see past the world that he created for himself unintentionally. And he just kept walking down that path. And then he's just like, you know what, fuck it, man. Like, I'm a real nigga. If I'm going down this path, I'm just gonna go down all the way. So like his soul seemed to have depicted the whole scenario. It was really weird. It's so interesting how people manifest their deaths. And people talk about something I want to say is like people talk about, oh, it's your words that you say, right? It's the words. It's the words. So it's the tongue. It's the tongue. It's not the tongue. It really isn't. And that's something I used to think too when I was younger, but it really isn't the tongue. It's the energy. It's all about energy. The universe doesn't understand words. So many words mean different things in different languages. It's not about the words, it's about the energy, the intentions, how you're living your life, right? It's really deep. It's really important for people to start, at least people who are pure, to understand the power you have within your soul because you can kill yourself. You can. You really kill yourself. People who are really like, for me, like, I always just knew there's some things that you just don't do. I just knew some things you just don't say. I just feel so uncomfortable doing certain things, or saying certain things. I just knew it's not a good thing to do. Everyone doesn't have that like awareness. But yeah, our souls are really powerful, man. And then like on top of like our bodies have its own unique potential, your soul is a whole different thing. So you have like it's kind of like Naruto, right? Like like what made Naruto so unique from everyone else is that like Naruto had like he had his Uzumaki chakra, right? Like his like potential of his Uzumaki heritage or whatever, right? And that makes him heal fast and gives him a lot of chakra. And on top of that, his soul, which was tied in with Kurama. So he had Kurama's power along with his own. So like a lot of us, we have our own, we have our like our bodies like potential and everything like that, and understand our bodies are all it's spiritual. We have spiritual bodies. Every body is a spiritual body. Every animal, everything like that, is spiritual. And the reason why that is because we're all children of Gaia. So like since we're connected to Gaia and we're a child of Gaia, everything that comes from her is spiritual. Everything that comes from her is powerful. So you have that gift, right? And then on top of that, you have your immortal soul that's unique, that only you know. So like you can have these ideas or all these different things that you can feel deep in you, only you can understand it, you know, because it's tailored to you. It's not thoughts, it's your soul. It's only you can really understand what the hell's going on with that. No one else is going to understand it. So it's really important to stand by that. So that's something I had to realize and learn. Like, you can't try to get validation from anyone else. Like, spirituality is really a unique solo like experience. It's not a collective thing. You know, if humans want to evolve, they have to look more within themselves and finally realize, okay, dude, all this old shit, all these books, all this like societal shit, all this stuff is broken. It's not going anywhere good. So we need to look differently. Sometimes when things aren't like aren't getting you the result that you need to take a new approach to it. You need to think outside the box. And as creators, as creators and artists and stuff like that, it's important to do that. That's how you create new concepts and everything like that. That's what makes artists so unique, because they don't do the same shit. Like, how many fucking singers are there? How many fucking guitarists are there? How many fucking painters and shit are there? You know, and architects, all these different things. But they don't all do the same things. They are inspired and everything like that, but then they take their own approach and they do their own unique thing that feels good to them. And that's healthy. That's what an artist does. An artist doesn't do the same shit over and over again. That's not an artist. That's an imitator, you know? Or a capitalist. It depends on the situation. It's very interesting. You know, my family, I never wanted to admit it, even though I usually know things before it happens. But I like to give people chances and just let things play out. But unfortunately, I came to the result that, they are envious of me. And I don't really understand it, at least on my dad's side. Like, I don't understand the envy. I've always, like, I guess because I wasn't around them when I was a teenager, but I've always been the kind of person to always, like, let everyone, like, uplift everyone. I never wanted everything to be on me. I always wanted to see other people succeed and be great and everything like that as well, because it inspires me, and it's nice to see other people happy and do the things that they want to do, 'Cause I know how it feels to not be encouraged and to not be appreciated and to work hard to achieve your dreams. It's not easy, it's a lot of work. So, being able to inspire others makes me really happy. But they seemed like, I noticed, like, they always knew I was talented and everything like that. I didn't know when I was younger. I didn't really know. That's why, like, I always wanted to do things, but my mom always wanted me to work and stuff like that. They encouraged my brother to do all these things. I remember they thought my brother would be like the actor when he was a child because he was really dramatic. Um, Funny because I'm not. I don't want to be an actor. I rather just live my life. My life is a movie. I don't know. My life's a manga. But yeah. But it's just interesting. But yeah, like, they all support each other with their endeavors and everything like that. And I always show so much love to everyone. But for when it comes to me, people are always so insecure and they don't really acknowledge me, like in my talents and everything like that. And then they'll be so random, like they'll come to me randomly, and then they'll start talking about all these things about me, like with my like endeavors and like my talents and my skills and the things I'm doing. And I'm like, whoa, how do you know all these things? Like, you never talked to me about this stuff, and you always are you shade me a lot, everything like that. I'm really naive. I won't lie, I am. So like, and when you give me this energy, it confuses me. So I didn't realize that a lot of people, because this isn't the way how I am. I've never been like that. I've always been inspired by things that are amazing or incredible. I never had envy like that towards things like that. I only have envy. I'm only become envious when there's something that I feel like I really want, but I feel like, oh man, I can't get that because someone else is supposed to, because someone else has it. But I don't feel that way anymore because I realized that whatever is meant for you is yours. You know, whatever everyone has their own different things. We can be attached to this thing, right? Because we're drawn to it, but that may not be the thing that's for you. It's like what like Kanye said with like Virgil. He was like jealous of like Virgil because Kanye ego was like, oh, I'm the Louis guy, you know? So I should be like have the Louis position. But instead he got Gap. He's not there anymore, but that's a better position for him because he has more like freedom and creativity and all these different kind of things. There's more leeway for him. Um where Virgil it was more limited, you know? Because he could have did his own thing with Gap. I think that would been that's a better deal than Louis. But your mind is attached to that, you know. So I realized there's no point in being envious of people, you know. Instead, be inspired, because like when my cousin's being envious of me, if you really look at it for what it is, why are you envious? Because me doing what I'm doing isn't going to stop you from being where you want to be. If anything, it's gonna help you. I always wanted to help people and support them and everything like that. But if there's like envy and all this conflict and all these different things, and you're just treating me like a rival, like not even a rival, because that's not how rivals really treat each other, at least in my eyes. Rivals are more friendly in my eyes, but like it's just friendly competition. But like someone like you view me as like an enemy or whatever because you're not me, you shouldn't be me, and that should be okay, you know. And I don't need to be you, and that's okay, you know. You need to feel comfortable and go at your own pace, slow down, and just keep challenging yourself and growing and everything like that. And don't limit yourself. Like I don't really see why I should be targeted and all these things because I don't limit myself and I always live my soul's purpose and I never let anything taint me, you know? Like I go through a lot of bullshit. A lot of family try to sabotage me all the time. All the time. You know? I never got to be able to just focus on career. It's always been some bullshit. Like my like music and like art and stuff like that. It's always just been some bullshit. And no one ever supported me like that. So like, but you know, I never made excuses. And then on top of that, they're like becoming envious of me for my talent. Instead of being envious, that's your ego, man. Your ego will destroy you. It's not a good thing because you're missing the point. Because instead of competing with that person, you could have teamed up with that person and became, you know, a unit and helped each other. Because I could have helped. 'Cause anyone who was good to me, I helped them. But if you're going to try to destroy me, then you're just a pest to me. And I don't want pests all around my fucking house. I like clean houses. I know my room's not clean, but besides my room, I like the house clean. But I just think it's a sad scenario. Whenever I see that kind of stuff, for me, like when I come across people who are envious, I'm less sad. Like I'm less like I'm more so sad because what they're doing to their lives. I'm not like all that attached, really. I'm not attached to anything that doesn't love me unconditionally, right? So like for me, I become more sad because I'm like, man, this person is ruining their lives for no reason. They're ruining the opportunity. They don't realize we're all here to help each other. But once you start going into this ego like competition thing and you're trying to be better than someone or whatever, you should only want to be better than who you were yesterday. So if you see someone who's doing great, instead of trying to impress them or trying to be better than them or whatever, be inspired and realize, okay, whoa, they're doing that. Okay, then that means I can do that in my own way. Do that. You know? That's why we come across each other's lives, not to scare another or put another down. We come across each other's lives to show another what we can actually do. We can keep going up. That's the whole fucking point. But if you try to drag people down, you're gonna be destroyed because that shit don't slide no more. I don't care what anyone says. That shit don't slide no more. We need these people here, and you're trying to destroy them when you could be a part of it. So if you try to destroy people, if you die, that's on you. It's not my fucking problem. Don't care. Not attached enough. Tired of losing people who are helping this planet, man. Because shit needs to start accelerating. This shit's been in limbo for way too fucking long. Seriously, it's new millennium. But yeah, you're supposed to be inspired. You gotta like work on yourself. So yeah, that shit like it only makes because I like to sit with myself and wonder what like I like to think about how situations make me feel. I don't just be like I'm emotional, but like I'm emotional and like detached at like the same time. But I notice a lot of times when people don't do me right, I'm less emotional because of what they did to me. I'm more emotional because of what they're doing to themselves. They're ruining their lives. Like all these blessings that are right in front of them, they're fucking it up and they're choosing a life of destruction when they can choose a life of creation, of restoration, you know? Like everyone is entitled to live their greatest lives and be their greatest versions of themselves. You know, like my cousin said like I remember we had a conversation and he was talking to me about like he's scared for me because of, the way how like people can be out there like these business suit people and how they can be and how like, you know, fucked up they are and everything like that and they can just eat you alive and everything like that. And I told him like dude, I come from a family of sharks, like I don't worry about that kind of stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, but these are some bro, all that shit will be destroyed. All that shit will be destroyed. I don't worry about dead people, man. I don't worry about like I can see. I don't worry about people who have a whole fucking torso in the grave. Like I don't care. Their whole bodies in the grave already. They're just still existing because they're just what's the word? Hmm. They're just like a plot tool. They're just like a puppet pretty much. They're just there just to make someone else better. Someone will take them down just to make someone else look better. Like, dude, this is all like chess, like spiritual chess. Like it's so deep. You really think that corruption is like, bro, anything that's corrupted, there's already a blueprint for it to be destroyed. It's already destroyed. So I don't know why people worry about all the negative shit. All that shit's already done. There's a future where all this stuff is going to be destroyed. That's not good for the planet. 'Cause I always think deep in the future. I don't. I think about the past for insight to grow and understand things. I focus on the present, and then I see the deep future. That's why I live my life. So like I can see if someone just from how they live their life, they're going to be a part of the future or not. If they're not, then why do I care about that person? You think I have remorse for someone who oppresses people and uses people? I have no remorse for them. Oh yeah, that goes up with another thing. I was watching a tarot reading of a tarot reader who I feel connected to, and a tarot reading was like, someone has like murderous intent towards me, and like she felt like really like uncomfortable and everything like that. But like I wasn't really phased by it. I'd be surprised if someone didn't have murderous intent for me. Like why not? People should want to kill me. Why would they not want to kill me? Look at the way we're living. Look at the climate of the world. Look at the animals. Like everyone's just trying to take each other down. Why would they not want to kill me, right? Why would they not want to kill someone successful? You don't think all these people who are successful don't have people that want to kill them? Why not? Look how low vibrational the world is. I'm flattered. But just because you have these thoughts and these ideas and everything like that doesn't mean it'll happen. I see things for how it is. And also another thing too is that she doesn't understand my art. If you have thoughts of killing me, you're already dead. If you keep thinking about it, because you're trying to kill someone who's pure and trying to help the planet grow. You're a threat. You're a virus. The only one dying is you. Like you already died because you're not who you're supposed to be. You're not who you are anymore. You're not pure anymore. You're corrupted. Why am I worried about a dead man? Only the dead think about killing innocent people. Only the dead do. They may not be dead right now, but their souls are dead. Who they were before is dead. I don't worry about stuff like that. Instead of people worrying about me, they need to worry about themselves. That's what you need to worry about, seriously. I want people to start seeing things for how they are. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a video, but I didn't make the video, but I guess I'll go on this. Don't fear anything that's not holy. Like, don't fear anything that's unholy. It's all destroyed already. Like I keep saying, there's a blueprint for it to be destroyed. Some of you guys are part of it and you don't even realize it. It's a blueprint for anything that's unholy to be destroyed. It's like, I think I said this, I don't remember if I said it or not, but pretty much everything that's not good for the world, like evil organizations, crime things that's not good for the world, like these entities, these corporations, everything, they're spies. You may not even realize it, but the reason why is because you have to understand your corruption, the leader, the head person or whatever, they have this corrupted narcissistic thing, grudge or whatever the fuck it is. I don't fucking know. And with that, they rope other people along, right? And a lot of these people, they may tag along because they're scared. They may tag along because they're being in a rebellious state. They may tag along because they're forced to. They may tag along because for like some kind of reason. Some of them, not like most of them, don't have the same grudge against the world or whatever that that person has. So a lot of those people are only there. They're not really in it. They're in it half-heartedly. So you're doing all this evil shit with people who aren't really there as deep as you are. Um, it's like when I was watching like a new chapter. I was reading a new chapter of One Piece. We got to see Blackbeard and stuff like that. Blackbeard pirates. I never got to see Kuzan there. Oh yeah, they pretty much said it, but like Kuzan who was who's an ex admiral, Navy admiral. He's with the Blackbeard pirates now, right? So like obviously the dudes with the Blackbeard pirates, obviously it's so fucking obvious. Obviously he's there to understand why Blackbeard's doing what he's doing. It's just so fucking obvious. Like and Blackbeard is just such a like a naive dude that where he's like, okay, I just want things that are powerful, whatever, so I can just do this and do that. He's so narcissistic that he doesn't understand other perspectives. He only focused on his own perspective, right? And and sometimes the universe allows for you to just keep getting away with stuff so that you can believe that you're invincible, but really you're being targeted. And the more that you keep going on this path, the more swords you have drawn, like the more swords you have drawn at you. You don't even realize it because you're in this narcissistic point because your karma has to come back eventually, you know. Um, but yeah, Kuzan obviously he's a spy, and he was kind of talking about like how there's like some some like navy people that like are like that's more like rebellious and they go by sword or whatever. It's like Project Sword or some shit like that. I don't know. Organization Sword. But yeah, everything that's not good for the planet, there's already a blueprint for it to be destroyed. It is. I don't know if everyone understands that. I don't know, I'm an arbiter, so like I just look at this planet for what it is and just look at situations for what it is. That's why I get excited from negativity and positivity because it helps me understand things more. You know, and to see things for what they are and everything like that. But but yeah, it's just the truth. I see humans for how they are. Not all humans, but like a lot of humans. I'm able to just see like tell most of the time, like who has good intentions, who don't have good intentions, all these different kind of things. You can just kind of tell, and it's pretty much a job of mine to figure these things out and understand these things. Not just humans, but just like all life in general. So like for me with my family, like I'm not really upset at it because it helped me understand things. I'm actually happy for it, to be honest. That's why I'm never really upset about it. My thing that I keep saying is just that I just wish there was more love. That's all. I wish there was more love, but besides that, it's completely fine. Because I'll get it somewhere else. I'll get love somewhere else eventually. But yeah. My grandma made this mac and cheese. She makes really good mac and cheese. I appreciate it. Mm. Hmm. I can't wait to start working out again. Oh my gosh. And I can eat healthy. Oh my gosh. Eat fruit. What's your favorite fruit? Mine are blueberries. I love blueberries. Peaches are pretty good too. But I like blueberries the most. Now I'm full. Ow. My head is still kind of sore, unfortunately. But, ooh, ow. Yeah, I wrote a list of some of my favorite things. I like some things I like. My favorite season is spring. I like spring. The reason why my favorite season is spring is because like it's so beautiful because it's pretty much like the dead reviving itself, right? It's like everything was just like all like the nature, like the flowers and everything like that. Um, all of it went in the hibernation mode and it's gone. But now you just watch everything just grow. I just like seeing things grow. So it's just really awesome being able to see things, to see nature just revive itself and just grow and blossom and everything like that. That's why it's my favorite season. It's really beautiful. Um, ooh, my favorite instrument is the harp. I like the harp. One day I will learn how to play it. That thing looks ridiculously hard, but I will learn how to play it one day. I love anime. My favorite anime is One Piece. One Piece and Mob Psycho. Like I really like Mob Psycho and One Piece, but yeah, I love anime. I love manga, and the reason why is because it helps me just like it helps me understand my life more. Because there's nothing really to help you understand my life. Like I like supernatural stuff. Like I know you have like hero movies and everything like that, but it's not like my like I don't like hero stuff. Like I don't like American comics. It's just like I don't like heroes. I don't like heroes or villains. I think they're both stupid. I think heroes and villains are both really stupid if you ask me. And the reason why is because like, why would you want to be a hero? Why would you want to be someone who sacrificed their life for someone else's life? Like now, like devoting my life to people I care for and honor and stuff like that. That's a different thing. But like some random person, like you can help them, but like you constantly see these heroes sacrificing their lives for like these random ass people who just keep getting hurt and in trouble and all these different things. They're not like I feel like everyone should be their own hero. That's how I feel. Help each other, but like I feel like everyone should be their own hero and look after yourself because at the end of the day, don't you want to live, right? Like, what's the point of life if you're just constantly sacrificing your life for someone else's? I don't think that's how you're supposed to live. If you ask me, I don't think you're supposed to sacrifice your life for others who are not valuing their own lives. Like I said, like it's an amazing thing to help people, but I just don't believe that we're here to like sacrifice our lives. You know, stand up for yourself. Because if you keep on bailing somebody out, they're just gonna keep on. They're just gonna expect for someone to keep bailing them out, and they're never going to take accountability for their own lives and stand their own power. And then villains are just stupid because villains are just corrupted beings that just have grudges against the world. And, oh, he did me wrong. Oh, now I hate the world and all these different things. Like villains are stupid. Like you're acting like you're the only person that's been through like pain and like strife and stuff like that when we live in a low vibrational world. Like it's really stupid, selfish, to think like that. You know, it's really weak. It's cowardly. You know, instead persevere and be strong within yourself. What did the world do to you? Why do you need to hurt the world because some fucker messed with you? Instead, just try to become a better person and create a better world for yourself. That's how I feel. I don't like heroes or villains. They're both stupid to me. Like, I like people who just want to be the best version of themselves and they see people along the way they want to help. Okay, cool. That's why I like anime. A lot of anime is like that. Like, anime characters are more like realistic and human. Like, they're not just like this fucking, like, just like fucking slave to society and these dogs to society that just follows these rules and everything. Like, fuck that. I don't like that shit. It's corny to me. And also, it's more spiritual. So, like, I like that too. It's supernatural. And also another thing too, I don't like watching hero movies. I never really did. I don't really know many hero movies. I don't even know my favorite hero movie. I never really liked heroes. My brother liked Spider Man and stuff like that. I never really cared. I was more into anime. Um, and yeah, and they would just fight each other over petty shit. Like you have like these like strong beings fighting each other over like the most petty shit. Like why are you guys fighting each other? You guys should be allies. Why are you using your power to destroy others and stuff like that? Like and also like I like the villains more like in manga because it makes way more sense. At least from what I've seen in the manga and stuff. Like you have these people who are being like fucking like tortured and all these different kinds of things, and then I'm becoming a villain. And a lot of times they renew themselves. Like you get more insight on it. It's more philosophical, like manga. You get just like far more perspective. I feel like superhero stuff is just like more so like a show of power. You know, like it's like I feel like people just like them because like how powerful they are, and I feel like that's also a case with like manga. But like I also feel like manga, there's like a lot of depth to it. Depends on what manga. Mhm. Like I was trying to think about like what anime character like am I like the most like that I've seen. I feel like I feel like it might be like Rimuru. I feel like it's probably Rimuru. The reason why I feel like it's Rimuru is because like his ideals are really similar to mine. Like he wants a world where like everything just coexists with each other, doesn't discriminate against anything, and he always like I like how Rimuru sees the situation for what like he can pick up on things, but he'd rather give people a chance before he like shows his like anger or anything like that. He'd rather see things for how it is. And like how he just started off so small and he just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And I like how he just creates places for people to coexist and everything like that. Um, and I like how complex he is. He's so complex. Like, he can just be really sweet and just chill and everything like this, super understanding. But then when he's like faced with like corruption, he's just like a menace pretty much. Ooh, what is this? That's really good. But yeah, I like reading room. Also, he's super disciplined. He like never shows off his power. He's like super disciplined. I don't really care about like power and all these kind of things. All that's like a responsibility. Like I'm someone what before I head into like power or anything like that, any kind of power, I view everything as power. If you're alive, you have power. Just a spectrum to the power you have and everything like that. But like if you can't handle like the little power you have and be appreciative of it and understand it, then like I feel like you don't deserve to have more. Like for me, I like to really understand things. Like power is not something you flaunt or you boast about or anything like that. It's something that you use to maintain balance within the world in certain aspects of life. So that's why you have it. You're entrusted with it. And when I watch a lot of humans, a lot of them don't understand what it like. A lot of them is just they let their ego get into it. There should be no ego. The mind cannot handle stuff like that. It can't. Your soul can though, but your mind can't. So for me, I don't really I'm not really a thinker like that. Like I like to think when I try to understand situations, but usually I just like to be zenned out. Like I like to just be like empty minded and just see things for what it is. I don't like to think much about things. I feel like when you think too much, I feel like that's when the thing is off and don't go right for you. Um, my my favorite kind of movies, I like romance. I love love. Love is amazing. I remember when I was a child, I used to cringe when I saw like some like Disney movies, like Disney princess movies and stuff like that, and there would be like kissing scenes. I used to cringe out. Yeah, I wasn't used to like intimacy and stuff like that. I think I was a toddler. Yeah, I was a toddler. I was cringing out. I was like, I couldn't watch it. I was had to close my eyes whenever I saw kissing. So I wasn't used to it. So I always close my eyes. But yeah, I really do like romance because I'm a hopeful romantic. I'm hopeful about romance. Hopefully I'll have it one day. Um, yeah, I feel like I deserve it. I really like philosophy. Because I like to understand not just humans, but just life, the universe itself, like everything that is living. Understand it and learn from it. It helps me learn and grow as a person. So I think that's awesome. And along with that, psychology, philosophy. I look at philosophy as like pretty much like, hmm, damn, my vocabulary really is getting bad. It really is. Okay, I guess we'll go into that in the future. Because it's complex what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of any words at all. Like, it's getting bad. It's time for me to learn a new language. It's time. Because I do not know English anymore. I really like psychology too. Ooh, I put Takis. Yeah, yo, I love Takis. Takis are so good. I like spicy food. I like spicy food, and I like Chipotle. Oh my god, Chipotle is so good. I'm obsessed with Chipotle. It's just really good to me. I like it a lot. Ooh, what else? I like to learn new instruments. I do. I want to master like as many instruments as possible, and I want to make some fresh instruments, like brand new instruments. That'd be awesome too. Um, I'm obsessed with music. I love music. Music keeps me balanced, and yeah, it's just everything to me. I'm obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with music for 13 years, so more than half my life. Ooh, I like to dance. Even though I'm not good at dancing, I'm not really that good. I learned in like a year, but like I'm not saying bad. It's just not that good. Um, because I need to learn from people. Um, like choreographers and veterans and all these different kind of things. But yeah, and being in nature. I like animals. I want a pet penguin. I I want a pet penguin so badly. That'd be cute. You know, aren't they like endangered in Antarctica? Only if I could like create like a home for them to be able to be at. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. I would create like I'll find like a place. I create like a whole. Yeah, I would create something like a whole like a kingdom for penguins. Make it cold and everything like that. Make it icy for them and everything like that. Oh my god, I'm envisioning it right now. I'm seeing it. You could put like a. Is it like a No, it's not. A glacier is like a large thing of ice. I'm thinking like a pool thingy. I don't know. Oh my gosh, make it like 4 stories. But how the fuck will penguins? Hey, you never know. That would be really cool. Okay. Um. Oh, I don't mind being alone, but I'd rather be surrounded by people who understand me and make me happy and everything like that. I don't like being surrounded with people who make me uncomfortable. I don't like being uncomfortable. Most people make me uncomfortable. Um, 'Cause they just don't understand. They just don't vibe with me. Um, oh, my personality type is I am IMFP, and it's also INFJ. INFP was the first result. INFJ is the second result. The first result I did that last year, and then like the second one I did like a week or two ago. So it's just like the last letter changed. So I just take it as in both of them. I really like helping others. Do I love it a lot. Um, I like being there for people. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I really like looking after people. It makes me happy. It makes me happy being there for others. I like to travel. I like learning new skills. I love challenging myself. I love challenges and mastering myself. I love that. I like MMORPGs. Favorite video games. I love MMORPGs. MMOs are awesome. I love them. Um, the first MMO I fell in love with was Maple Story. Um, that was my favorite. I was obsessed with that game. I've been playing it since 2006. I still play. I play it on my phone sometimes. But yeah, dude, Maple Story back in the dude. Who remembers Maple Story back in the day? That game was so impossible, bro. Like, I remember I used to like because I was so young. How old was I? I think I was like 8. Like I used to always fuck up all the time when I played Maple Story because like I used to never build my character right. Like back then it was like really sensitive. Like you had to like put your points and the what was it like like the strength, dex, intelligence, luck, like depending on the character you're trying to build, and also there's different kind of like funds and stuff like that. Like I used to look at like fun guides on not funds, builds, different kind of builds that you would do for the character depending on your playing style. Like that shit used to be so hard. Oh my gosh, dude. Like seriously, that shit used to be really fucking hard. Like really hard. What was his name? Was his name like Dre or something like that? Like, he used to make like Mortal Kombat like Maple Story videos like back in the day, like 2000, like around the area like 2006, like 2009. Like I remember that. It was so fun being those days. Like I used to suck so much, but like back then there was so much. The community was really good. I really liked the community because I didn't really have friends like that. And I was a kid, so like playing online was really fun. Um, I used to play. I played that game so fucking much. And then I remember what was it? It was like Big Bang. Big Bang. I think Big Bang was like 2009. I remember 2008. Yo, remember? Do any of you guys remember when like the Pirates came out? Like I think it was like 2008. Like the Pirates came out. I remember just like sitting like there would be like a huge crowd and like outside like what is I don't remember the oh the I don't remember how to say it. Neutral, I don't remember how to say it. But the pirate area, there was like a huge like thing. Like people would just be sitting, just waiting for it to open. That was really cool. Um, yeah, that was really fun. And then Big Bang was pretty awesome too. It introduced a lot of things. It made the game easier. It did make the game easier, but like as the game started getting easier and easier, like I feel like it became like even though I sucked, like even though I struggled to get to like 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 it took me like a month to get to like level 30. Like now, like playing the game, you can get to like level 100 in a day. At least like you depends on how much you fucking play it. You can get to that like in a day. But like the thing I miss about the old Maple story was just like the community. Like I miss the party quest and everything like that. It's more so like a solo experience. And like I like the grind. I like how hard it was. Like the game's so hard as fuck once you get to like the higher levels. Don't get me wrong, but like I do miss like kind of like I miss a lot of things that was in the past. Like miss like a lot of the NPCs, a lot of like the items that were in the past. Like man, I remember like just like there's like a lot of cool things I used to think were really cool. Like I remember the flowers. Remember like the polearm flowers. The polearm flowers were really cool. The there were a lot of unique things like that they had back then. That was pretty awesome. Remember like the rice cake? The rice remember the rice cake party quest? I used to love the rice cake party quest. I remember the how do you say it? Is it lubrium? Lubrium? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Lubrium? That party quest was I used to like that a lot. That used to be hard depending on if you played with people that didn't know what they were doing. It was pretty hard, but there's like so much stuff. And that game has like amazing music. I don't know, like I just always like for me, like that game just really made me feel good, just like about life and everything like that. Like I didn't really have like money and everything like that, so that was a game I played a lot. It made me feel really good just playing it and like the community and everything like that. It just was all really awesome. Um, yeah, I really appreciated it a lot. I was playing so much. Another game that I really liked was Grand Chase. Oh my gosh, that's another Korean game. I played a lot of Korean games, like online Korean games. Grand Chase was really awesome. I played that a lot with my brother. Oh wait, ooh, Maple Story. My favorite. What's my favorite? Wait. Oh, I deleted Maple Story because it took up too much space. I was about to show you my cleric. Oh my gosh, the clerics are so OP now. I have a cleric on Maple Story Mobile, and I have a Dawn Warrior on Maple Story mobile. I say those are my two favorite classes. I like the cleric a lot because the cleric is like balanced between like light and dark, and it's really good at attacking now. But yeah, Grand Chase. Oh my gosh, my favorite character in Grand Chase was who was my favorite character in Grand Chase? I think it was Jin. I was going ape shit with Jin. I like Jin a lot. I like Ronan's like fourth job. Ronan's fourth job was fire. What was Jin's? Was it Jin's fourth job? I remember I like last, but I sucked with him. His fourth job was nice, but I sucked with him. Ronan's first job. Oh yeah, when they came with like those like when they came with like the variations where you can like edit the classes, that was pretty cool. Um, that made Ronan's first job really fire. All of Ronan's was good. Ronan had the first job, which was just like their sword, and then wasn't the second job like the spear? It was like a dragon. I think it was like a spear or something like that. And then the third job was the sword and the shield, and then the fourth job was just like a long sword. He was oh yeah, he had the sword and he had like the magic. the ruin thing. That was fire. Yeah, that was pretty fire. Oh my gosh, I miss those days. I guess like I'm not really nostalgic like that. I don't really miss my childhood too much, but like I miss playing the games. I do miss playing the games. I won't lie. I miss playing Maple Story. I miss playing Grand Chase because I guess that was my childhood. The video games I was playing. But yeah. Well, who else did I like? I like Amy. Oh my god, Amy's fourth job was fire. Wait, she had the microphone. Oh yeah, she was like the singer, pop star. What was her first one was just like the oh yeah, her first job was like the like those like circle thingies. And then I think the second job was the violin, right? What was the third job? Fuck. The fourth one was the pop star. What was the third one? I don't remember what the third one was. Fuck, what was the third one? I don't remember. Damn. What's that like? Oh, Seghart was fucking a menace. I like Seghart. Seghart was a menace. Um, I remember by the time like Dio came out, I wasn't playing it that much. Um, who else that I like? Um, I like the OG three. Red hair, yellow hair, blue hair, purple hair. You know, uh, Knight Archer, Mage. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names, but yeah. I remember there was Mari. She had like the book or whatever. I don't really use her that much, but yeah. Um, yeah, I remember they made L's World. I tried playing it. I didn't really like it that much. I used to play a lot of like online stuff. I remember I used to play World. It was just like an online like virtual chat thing. I remember I see like a lot of IMVU avatar stuff like that. I used to play IMVU. IMVU was so sexual. I used to play that shit when I was like in elementary. I think I was like fifth grade. I played like IMVU back in like fifth grade. Yeah. I remember I used to just dress up as like anime characters all the time. I used to just try to make my guy look like Naruto. I used to do that all the time. Um, I was so into anime. I always have been. Um, what else? There's a lot of stuff. Oh, do you remember Gaia? You guys remember Gaia.com? I used to play Gaia.com. Was it WeWorld? Is that what I'm thinking about? There's a lot of different online games. So I used to always be trying to make friends online. Because I didn't have friends in person. So, like, I used to always just try to make friends online. So, that's something I used to do a lot. Um, ah, man. I like weed a lot. Like, I like smoking weed. I like it because it just, like, empties my mind. Um, and I could just since it empties my mind completely, I could just tap into my soul. Like I like it. Um, and also it helps me with singing because it helps like because it damages the lungs just a little bit. Like it irritates it. Like it doesn't really damage my lungs. It just irritates it. Like to the point where it can help. Like when you irritate things, it helps it grow. That's something I've learned. So you don't want to be too pure with certain things. Sometimes you want to have some pain so you can challenge it. You don't want to do too much. Like you don't want to overdo things. For me, I can smoke a lot because my lungs can handle it. It doesn't hurt me. I like to relax. I love relaxing. I love sleeping. I love it. I love relaxing. I love it so much. So good. It's beautiful. I recommend it. Ooh, I like spas. Oh my gosh. I need to get my feet done. My feet are not good. They're gnarly. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get my face. Dude, my face looks crazy. I got bags under my eyes. I got these acne scars all over the place. I'm not used to this. I got wrinkle lines from smiling too much. Or they're just like fine lines from smiling too much. And my skin tone isn't even. I can't wait to get that right. Mud baths, saunas, hot springs. Oh my gosh. Not hot tubs, hot springs. all that stuff, all that relaxing stuff. I saw there's like a thing where like it's like a you go into like a room and like it's like this thing. It's like this water thing. You go in it and it's like you're floating in darkness or something. I don't know. I want to try that. It looks really cool. I don't know how to swim though. I don't know how to float. I need to learn how to do that. But yeah, I like spas. I like self care so much. It's good for you. You should take care of your body. You know, you should treat it right and value it and everything like that. I love shopping. Um, I like thrifting. I like thrifting. I like shopping for people I care about. I like buying people's gifts and stuff like that. Um, and I like to buy clothes. I love buying clothes. I don't like wearing the same clothes all the time. I like to just change. I don't like to look like a fucking cartoon character wearing the same fucking outfit every day. I'm not into that. Um, I like love. I love love actually. I love love. I love it. Unique people. I like people who are unique and are themselves and follow themselves and don't try to be other people. I like unique people. That's what impresses me. Not your accomplishments, not your success or how liked you are. Or what. I don't care about that shit at all. Who are you as a person? I'm impressed by people who are genuine. They love people. They aren't afraid to be themselves. I like people like that. I like strong people too. I love strong people. I don't like cowards. I don't like weak people. Don't care. Don't care. Don't like you. You don't have to like me either. I already know you don't like me. I already know. I know how this works. I like strong people. I love strong people. I like honorable people too. People who have honor. Honor in themselves. Honor in what they care for. Honor and pride with the people that they care for. You know, I like that. I like honorable people. I don't like dishonorable people. Um, I like people who don't limit themselves too. People who don't box themselves in and realize that they can just keep growing and growing. They're the god of their own fate, you know? You're not the master of your fate, you're the god of your fate. You create whatever you want for yourself. Whatever outcome you want for yourself, you can create it. It's your world, it's your life. Oh yeah, and I like people who believe in like long lifespans. I want to be around people who's like, oh, life is short, or like, or you know, or oh, I have to. I'm 30 years old and I'm so old. I'm 60 and I'm so old. Dude, no, dude, you can keep living. You can live as long as you want to. You can live for thousands of years, millions of years, if you want to, and you have approval. You can become immortal. All it is just fucking time. It's just time. It's not a real thing. As long as you just take care of your body, dude. It's like goes back to what I said before, dude. Do you don't know of what our bodies have, like our potential of our bodies? We have bodies that most people don't take care of. Most people don't even know how to treat their own bodies, and they just live these sedentary lifestyles. So they're dying because they're not taking care of themselves. You know, oh, your body can't do this anymore after 30 or this or that. It's because you're not. It's because you're not helping it grow. Like if you keep on doing these things and you keep challenging your body and you keep growing, your body is going to keep growing as well. But if you're declining, then your body's going to decline. That's how it works. It's common sense if you really ask me. It really is common sense. But that paired with your soul, you have an immortal soul that can help you, you know? There's nothing more influenced by you than your mind. I mean, no, there's nothing more influenced by you than your body. Your body's influenced by you. So if you think you're gonna live a short life, your body's gonna act like it's going to live a short life. If you think you're gonna live a long life, then your body's gonna act like it's gonna live a long life. Your body's inspired by you. It's made of cells and organisms and all these things that are living within your body. You know, I really don't believe that shit. So like for me, like I'm gonna live a long life, so I wanna be surrounded with people who want to live long too. Otherwise, then you're just gonna not be able. You're gonna perish one day, and I'm still gonna be here. Be bold and courageous enough to believe in the unknown. Believe in it. Life is fantasy, man. It really is. You can live as long as you want to. genuinely believe that. You only think life's short because so many people who aren't living their soul's purpose are dying. And there's some tragedies that happen to some people as well. But who said that has to happen to you though? Right? I don't care what y'all say. I don't claim death. The only death I claim is renewal. That's the only death I focus on. Like death of who you used to be. I'm no longer the person I was yesterday. I reborn into someone else. That's the only death I think about. I don't think about death of body. This is the body I want for eternity. I like it. I'm fine with it. I don't see the point of reincarnating somewhere just to start over again. I think that's stupid. I'd rather just be in this body and just keep growing. That's me. If you think I came to a developing planet that's in that's in a low vibrational state and that has no leaders, and that's trying to understand, bro, we live in a fresh world pretty much, but it's so old, but it's so fresh. Anything can happen in the future. You think I want to die? Fuck that. We want to create a future here. Facts, you know? Want to create a future here. You got me fucked up. I'm just saying. And my favorite rapper is Tupac. Because he's so real. He was so real. That's why I like him. I like how he stood up for himself. I don't like how he just gave into his impulsiveness though, but he was real as hell, so I fuck with him for that. I love how I love his way how his songs were just like really like, he put his pain in his songs, man. It was just like so like, it was powerful, so powerful. But yeah, there's some things I like. Oh, what's my favorite dessert? How? My favorite ice cream? Oh, I like vanilla swirl. I like chocolate chip, mint. I like stuff like that. I like a lot of stuff. My favorite country? Well, I've only been to Canada and the United States, but I would say Japan, because Japan is amazing. It's sick. But that could change. I don't know. I haven't been out there like that. Yeah. Whoa, that's actually really good. I'm full though. Ow. Okay. I think I'm done for now. I'll make another video in the future. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Love you all. Be good out there. I'll see you.